Enough strange poetry from the red text.
You head out to the balcony to find out what Ross has in mind. He is messaging you again.
The purple text is less irrational than the red text.
I'm lifting the car up to the balcony.
Whoa, okay.
Once it is up, retrieve the game. Then, I'll put it back down on the driveway.
But it's my mom's car.
It's just a window, and this is sort of an emergency. Otherwise, I promise I'll handle the car with velvet gloves.
Alright.
Ridiculous folly. Inexcusable.
You're inclined to agree, but hey, accidents happen. You double-check your PDA to make sure Ross is really gone. Indeed, this seems to be the case. TG is still pestering you, of course, but another chum is now logged in as well.
What color are the words that this chum says?
I'm back.
Oh, hi.
I went to investigate the explosion I heard.
Was it by any chance a meteor?
Yes. How did you know?
Oh man, it's kind of a long story. Anyway, are you okay? Did it blow up your yard or start a fire or anything?
No, I'm fine. It landed a pretty good ways from my house and I went to look at it. It's pretty big, but Beck doesn't want me to go near it, so I came home. She seems to think it's dangerous.
Well, gosh, she's probably right.
Anyway, what have you been up to, Joan? Oh, did you get my package yet?
Yeah, I was trying to get it, but Ross dropped my car into a weird spooky bottomless pit, and the package was in the car, and I'm really sorry about that.
Oh no.
Well, okay, I guess I should start at the beginning. See, a meteor blew up my neighborhood.
That's terrible, Joan. I'm so sorry.
But I'm okay. And my house is too. Sort of. That game I was telling you about, Spurb, which I was playing with Ross, sort of transported me somewhere at the last minute. But now I'm trapped here, and it's weird and dark, and I can't find my mom. And I just lost the car and my copy of the game in the pit. And I think I have to save the world from the apocalypse.
Oh, well, it sounds really crazy and kind of scary, but it also sounds kind of exciting. I don't know, Joan. Maybe this is your destiny. I mean, if anyone can save the world, I think it's probably you.
Wow, you think so?
Yes.
Well, okay, but it's not even that simple. I was about to connect to Ross to help transport him and save him from meteors and fire and stuff, but he lost battery power and I lost the game disc. So, I think I have to get TG to use her copy to save him. But that jackass won't shut up and stop rapping and stuff.
She is so silly.
Yeah. Anyway, I should talk to her about it. So, be right back.
When the film crew zooms where the president's at, I'm like, if that dude's black, I'll eat my hat. Turns out he is, so we're all damn. Director's got gumption, like we'll all flip our shit if he ain't shining shoes or something. It's called free emancipation. If it's not pres-election, it's got ascension in Bruce Almighty. Whoops, different Bruce from the one I just mentioned.
Ugh!
Can't even explain to me why this ain't condescension to think he'll shit a brick. Not even he can convey the intention with his quick spin wit. Rather to frail this tension, sit on his lap while he whittles his splint and sun guy eyes what he does then patronizes. I guess negrosity's the mother of invention.
Stop rapping for half a second, your horse's ass. I have something important to talk about.
What's up?
Ross is in trouble and he needs help. I was going to connect him with Spurb, but I lost my copy.
Okay.
Also, he lost battery power. If he can get back up and running, he'll need someone with a game to get him out of there before his house burns down. So I think you should use your copy of the game to help him.
My copy? That's gonna be tough.
Why?
I lost it. It's a stupid and embarrassing story, and I'd rather not talk about it. Should be embarrassing, yo.
I thought you said you had two.
Well, yeah, one's my sister's copy.
Okay, well, get hers then.
Alright, but she's not gonna be happy about that.
Whatever. Also, you might want to read Ross's walkthrough to get up to speed on this.
Oh, man.
What?
Nothing really. Look, all I'm saying is that guy tends to lay it on a little thick, you know?
Rolls eyes.
Your laptop is out of battery power. There's only one thing left to do. Time to make your way to that backup generator. Ross, knit laptop cozy to shield your laptop from the rain. That would be such a waste of time. Besides, you already knitted one a while ago. You retrieve it from your knitting bag and apply it to your laptop. You captcha log the laptop plus cozy. Ross, equip grimoire to strife specialist. That would be incredibly ill-advised. There are some dark forces you just don't want to mess around with. You understand better than most. You put the book down. You grab the knitting bag and the grimoire in that order. It's always a logistical puzzle with your tree modus. The tree auto-balances, leaving the knitting bag accessible in the root card. Ross, allocate knitting needles to strife specialists. You feel a lot more comfortable with this as a weapon. You're so handy with those needles you feel like you could probably use them to fillet a swordfish. You lose the root card in the process of severing the tree. Hey, careful with that stuff! Ross, knit plush cuddle Cthulhu to soothe nerves. That would also be a preposterous waste of time. Besides, you're quite sure you've never heard of this creature called Cthulhu before. There are, however, many other specimens of the zoologically dubious you're familiar with, such as Flthulhu, foul patrician of misery. To hear his mammoth belly gurgle is to know the epic of joy has come to an end. And Nrubuglyph, shame-beast king of grotesquerie, writhe lord of the moist beyondhood. Hearing his melodious chirps and tongue clicks causes one's bones to explode. And, of course, there's Oglogoth, the Deep One. Whenever he grinds his teeth, all the children of a random galaxy somewhere will frown continuously for a 9,000-year span. He is the first and smallest of the smaller gods, appointed in servitude of a vile, unfathomable pantheon of middling gods, which caters to the whims of the noble circle of horror terrors, an omniscient, omnipotent order of the elite few, forever cloaked in the darkness of the furthest ring. And then there's this strange page containing some rather mysterious notes on summoning procedures. You've never been quite sure what these diagrams are getting at. You recaptcha-log everything the way you want it to appear in the tree and head downstairs. You figure that's enough dilly-dallying. Time to get a move on. You wonder if this rain will ever let up. It's driven since the month began, perhaps long enough to forget its purpose. It no longer even knows to assuage fire. Somewhere, a zealous god threads these strings between the clouds and the earth, preparing for a symphony it fears impossible to play, and so it threads on, delaying the rays of the conductor's baton. How you hate this season. April is the cruelest month, breeding lilacs out of the dead land, mixing memory and desire, stirring dull roots with spring rain. American sports legend, Charles Barkley. Surely your father is lurking nearby. You should be prepared for an unpleasant comfort. What? There's this really cool chick, okay? She's standing around being all chill, like cool chicks are known to do sometimes. A cool chick like this probably has a real cool name, but she probably wouldn't just tell you what it was if you asked. She'd be way too busy for that. Busy being totally sweet. But you could always try to guess her name, and if you were right, she might nod ever so slightly. That's a cool chick's way of letting you know there might just be hope for you yet. Insufferable
I don't have time for this sort of bullshit. Try again.
Dani Strider. Your name is Dani. It is an unseasonably warm April day. Your bedroom window is open to let some air in, and your fan is cranked. Arguably even more cranked would be your fly beats, which brings us to your variety and interests. A cool chick like you is sure to have plenty. You have a penchant for spinning out unbelievably ill jams with your turntables and mixing gear. You like to rave about bands no one's ever heard of but you. You collect weird dead things preserved in various ways. You are an amateur photographer and operate your own makeshift darkroom. You maintain a number of ironically humorous blogs, websites, and social networking profiles. And if the inspiration strikes you, you won't hesitate to drop some fat rhymes on a mofo and represent. What will you do? Dani, retrieve arms from cinder blocks.
Nah.
Dani, get the damn beta and save your friend's life. This notion strikes you as nonsensical. You can't imagine how a video game could save someone's life, and in any case, you're quite sure no one you know is in any danger. Anyway, these are your copies of the beta you received in the mail. You've labeled them with your name in bold red print to distinguish them from your sis's copies, who labeled hers in kind. Neither of you really gives a shit about this game or has any intention of playing it, but you'll be damned if you'll let that get in the way of your campaign of one-upmanship. Dani, bleat like a goat and piss on your turntable. You would never consider allowing any fluid, even remotely resembling urine, to touch your beloved turntables. That would risk breaking them, and a world without the gift of your godly science just doesn't sound like a place you want any part of. While you're at it, you might as well wipe out human civilization with a meteor or something ridiculous like that, which will probably never happen. That sort of thing only happens in stupid idiot movies for stupid idiots. You will, however, contemplate bleeding like a goat for ironically humorous purposes at a later date. Dani, examine closet. This is your closet. This is where you keep a lot of your crap, like that box and that bottle of... What is that? Is that... Dani, check the blue box. This is the package that your friend Joan Egbert sent you for your 13th birthday a little while ago. It now contains nothing except a note and a certificate of authenticity vouching for the genuine Hollywood memorabilia which the box originally contained, and which you are now wearing to be ironic, but also to be incredibly cool in a way somehow intangibly related to the ironic nature of the accessory. You find it sort of exasperating to explain these subtleties to people. The box also included a signed photo of Ben Stiller, which now proudly hangs above your closet. Proudly and ironically. You captcha log the box through your hash map fetch modus. Your modus's current hash function resolves the index by valuing each consonant at 2 and each vowel at 1. The total is divided by your number of cards and the remainder is the index. Box equals 2 plus 1 plus 2 equals 5. 5 into 10 is 5. The box is captcha logged in card 5. Dani, examine jar of unknown yellow substance in the closet. Oh, hell yes! It is in an unopened container of apple juice. You thought you were all out. It is like fucking Christmas up in here. This is so great. You've got to tell Joan about this immediately. She'll be so excited. Dani, take juice. You captcha log the juice into card 7. 2 plus 1 plus 1 plus 2 plus 1 into 10 equals 7. In addition to letting your buddy know about this outstanding juice windfall, you figure you'll wish her a happy birthday while you're at it. In your own cool, sort of roundabout way, of course. Good thing you looked at that box she sent you, or you might have forgotten. You also might as well ask her about the beta. The kid's been harping about it for weeks. It would be so cool if it came on her birthday. She'd be one happy camper.
Hey, so what kind of insane loot did you rake in today?
I got a Little Monsters poster. It's so awesome. I'm going to watch it again today. The apple juice scene was so funny.
Oh, hell, that is such a coincidence. I just found an unopened container of apple juice in my closet. It's like fucking Christmas up in here.
Okay, that's fine. But I just have one question, and then a word of caution. Have you ever seen a movie called Little Monsters starring Howie Mandel and Fred Savage?
But the seal on the bottle is unbroken. Are you suggesting someone put piss in my apple juice at the factory?
All I'm saying is, don't you think Monster Howie Mandel has the power to do something as simple as reseal a bottle? Try using your brain, numbnuts.
Why did the fat kid, or whoever drank it, know what piss tasted like? I mean, his reaction was nigh instantaneous.
It was the 15th day in a tow. Howie Mandel peed in his juice.
Okay, I can accept that. Monster B-list celebrity douchebags are cunning and persistent pranksters. Also, Fred Savage has a really punchable face. But who cares about this? Let's stop talking about it. Did you get the beta yet?
No. Did you?
Man, I got 2 copies already, but I don't care. I'm not gonna play it or anything. The game sounds boring. Did you see how it got slammed in Game Girl?
Game Girl is a joke, and we both know it.
Yeah. Why don't you go check your mail? Maybe it's there now?
Alright.
You open the Hephaestus web browser and direct it to your ironically maintained blog where you post monthly satirical reviews of Game Girl magazine. Your latest post is a review of the March issue. You've been meaning to write a review for the latest issue too, but you've just sort of been dogging it. Something about the game they're reviewing just doesn't strike you as ripe for satirical purposes. In a new tab, you open another one of your sites, a webcomic ironically maintained through a satirical cipher vaguely similar to that of your blog. It's called Sweep Row and Hella Jeff. You have legions of devoted fans, most of whom are totally convinced of your creative persona's sincerity, which is just how you like it. You figure as long as you're chilling at your computer, you might as well see how that new MSPA story is going. You haven't looked at it in a while. You're members of a sinister gang called the Midnight Crew. Your nefarious plots serpentine in their complexity. Your schemes convoluted. You're planning a heist in your underground hideout. What will you do? Spade Slick uses Occam's razor to carve a circular hole into the heist plans, freeing it from the knife. You wonder what moron would jam the knife so hard into the table in the first place. SS, climb ladder and exit hideout. Implement nefarious plots. You push against the manhole cover, but it seems some unbelievable jackass has parked a getaway van on top of it. A familiar feeling inside stirs. That feeling is overwhelming, soul-blackening rage. It's the sort of rage that'll make a man feel totally justified in sporting an unnecessarily elaborate assortment of fancy blades. You don't remember where you last left off, so you jump way ahead. You always forget to save your place in the story. It looks like tempers have become short in this pressure cooker already. You speculate that the tipping point may have been an ill-advised motion for a game of 52 pickup. Dani, save your place, read it later. Even though the adventure began recently, it's already over 3,000 pages long. You just don't have time for this bullshit, you'll catch up later. Besides, it looks like someone's pestering you. You're pretty sure you know who it is.
In some cultures, the persistent refusal of a gentleman's invitation to play a game with them would be a sign of wanton disrespect. Either that or flagrant homosexuality.
What? Oh, no. No, look, I'm busy, okay? I've got a lot of shit on my plate. I'm sort of a big deal, okay?
I know. Sometimes I wonder how you're ever allowed to pay for meals in restaurants. It must be hard to keep a low profile when you're always overhearing odd voices whisper, "It's that one girl who has a blog."
Seriously, dudes be worshipping me left and right. I can't hardly walk down the street without stepping over torsos of the prostrate.
Navigating the urban landscape, I'm sure, is difficult enough without an obstacle course of deferential flesh and skyward asses. Perhaps adapting the art of parkour to your unique environment would help?
Yeah, I mean, damn, like there's this scruffy little shit at my feet, an orphan or something, I don't know, face flush on the pavement, like, dude, you listening for Stampede of Buffalo or something? He braves a look at me, then gives my shoe a little kiss, then scurries the fuck off.
Heavy as the crown.
Yeah, not kicking Oliver Twist in the fucking face every day is my gift to the world, I guess.
Breathtaking magnanimity.
Among other things, I just give and fucking give.
Indeed, nary a jewel tumbles from your wish box of daily exploits, which I imagine does not sparkle.
Oh, for fuck's sake, you're just lobbying for me to play that dumb game.
Baseless accusation!
Look, I'm telling you, Egbert is all about that game. She'll play it with you and probably be tickled retarded about it.
I know this very well. I cannot hasten her meal's delivery, however.
Yeah, I'll hassle her some more about it. And look, how about this? If you ever find yourself in the position where your life depends on me playing that piece of shit game, then I'll play. Will that make you happy?
More than you know. It perfectly mollifies my grief over the demise of chivalry.